Today's Ask Me Anything goes out to Catherine Fitzgerald. It says, what training exercise would you recommend to get your dog to 100%? An 18-month-old golden retriever, still on long line, comes back every time she's called. However, off of a line, if she sees the beach or another dog, she sticks 2 fingers up at me and bombs off despite me blowing a stop or recall whistle. As someone who would fit unwillingly into this nuisance dog owner category, I don't want to be in this category. In the UK, we don't have dog park areas, so when you're long line training, there's lots of distractions, nuisance dogs, training in small backyard is no real world training. I envy dog owners, yada, yada, yada. So you're going to need to get a park. I'm sure you have parks in the UK, and I think that's probably the best place to do the training. And yeah, get the dog on a long line, focus over and over again. You're going to really need to get this long line training to happen in an environment where there's lots of distractions. That's the first key. You've got to introduce the distractions to the dog to see if they're ready to go off the line. So what happens is we take the dog on a line and we focus and work the dog, but then we take the long line off and suddenly we put them in an area that's much higher stimulation, much higher distractions, like a beach or anything like that, and then the dog starts to blow us off and starts to see when the line is on and when the line's off. And if you're blowing a recall whistle, you should be blowing the same recall whistle on the long line and doing your training there. So get out to a park, get out to the beach, have a long line on the dog, and remember the long line is only going to be about 4 meters or so, like 5 meters, whatever that, 12 feet. So you're not going to be able to let the dog go as far. So you might want to put a longer line. You may want to put a 10-meter line on the dog and get the dog to recall at that distance. You might want to do a 20-meter long line. It doesn't matter how long it is. You're just going to need to make sure that you can control the dog at distance. Because remember, the greater distance the dog has from you, then the greater the dog has a likelihood to blow you off. When they're close to you, they're less likely to blow you off, but as they get further and further away, they start to see that distance becomes their friend, and they can just blow you off and kind of run away. So lots of long line work, and don't go off the long line too soon, because you're going to be able to solve the problem a lot easier with a long line on the dog. Got a question? Ask me anything. Hey, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Thanks.